Hello everybody. This video is for you if you are single and you're looking for a committed relationship with one special person, and it's for you if you want to join my private singles group. Right? So we all yearn for connection. That's the human, as human beings, that's how it is. We yearn for connection. And I find that, when we went through the lockdown, it was okay for us to be alone. So we got used to it. If it takes 21 days to build any habit, the lockdown was a lot more than 21 days. So imagine in that period of time, we got so used to simply being alone. So now that the lockdown is over and everything's opened up again and we can actually go out and meet people, we are still in the habit of being alone. And more people, right now, you may have read a lot of articles about this where loneliness has become the new pandemic on our planet. And I find that so sad because there's like 7.9 billion people on our planet. And how is it that so many people are still alone? Right? The depression has gone up, suicide rates have doubled since then, and I find all of that really sad. So this is my way of just helping out, and let's eradicate this pandemic of loneliness, right? So I want to ensure that you want a committed relationship. Therefore, I'm putting this process in place. Now, it has never been my intention to just simply match people together. It has always been my intention for people to find the right partners and then to create epic relationships that are meaningful, that are deep, that are loving, that are mutually respectful. Loyalty is in place. You have fun together. You really connect mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You really connect with somebody and build a life with that person. So if this is you, then you continue watching. But if you're looking for a hookup, this is not for you, right? So the process is this. I stopped matching people because I realized that you can match people that are perfect on paper. So on paper, they're in the same age range, the religion is there, the interests are there, the values are there, they want the same things. But that does not guarantee that these two people will have a connection. It does not guarantee that they are coming into this relationship without all of their past baggage. Right? So I created a program called Radical Self-Love. And what this program does is, firstly, it helps you to remove all of your blocks to love. And if right now you're thinking, oh, I don't have any blocks, I'm gonna challenge you on that one. The number one way that you know that you have blocks to love is that you're still single and you can't find somebody. All right? So as long as you are single and you don't know where to go to find somebody, or you're meeting people and you're meeting the people that are not compatible with you, you have blocks to love, right? So that's the first thing we do. So we look at the mental blocks, like what are we saying? Are we saying that, all the good ones are taken, or where do I go to find love? It's so difficult today. All those are mental blocks. So we go deep into that and find all of your mental blocks and remove them. We find the emotional blocks because as human beings, we've all been hurt. And when we get hurt, we tend to put a shield up. So as much as we say we want love, but the shield that's here to protect us is protecting us from pain, but it's also preventing love from coming in. So we need to go and see where's the emotional hurt that's from all of the past relationships we've had, even the relationships with our parents. We've got to release, heal that pain. And the third kind of block is our behavioral blocks, right? If we're sitting at home hoping that one day that person is going to come around and find me, that's not going to happen. You have to actually take action, all right? So once we remove the blocks, the second module of the program is radical self-love. Nobody is ever going to love you more than you love yourself. So if we love ourselves and it's like a 5 or a 6 or a 7 out of 10, then that's how much love we can expect from someone else, and never more than that. So it makes sense that we tap in and we go within ourselves and we say, who am I? And really, truly fall in love with that person. Because when you do, what happens is you become radiant. So now it's you shining from inside. You're radiating this love into the world. You become more visible to the love of your life, right? And also, you don't ever settle for less when you love yourself that much. And the third step or third module is clarity. Most people know what they want from a partner, but very few know what it is they have to give, right? So in this module, we'll do a lot on clarity about the relationship, what the relationship looks like. We'll go do a deep dive into that. And the fourth module is alignment. So it is now if we remove the limiting beliefs, we have to bring in supportive beliefs. If we remove those emotional blocks, we have to bring in those emotions that support us being in this amazing relationship, right? So that's the last module, and it is about you taking action. So with each of the modules, it's very transformational. You have practices with each module. So you're not just going to do it and, like I read a great book, but nothing changed. You're going to transform. So within the 4 weeks that you do this program, there's going to be a radical transformation that takes place for you. So at the end of the 4 weeks, you are ready, you are open, your heart is open. You're ready to actually meet the love of your life. And at that point, I will add you to the group. And this group is all people that want a committed relationship, right? So that's going to take all the question out of it. Because a lot of the time, we can meet somebody on one of the dating apps and we don't know who's really serious. The majority of them are sitting on the couch and just texting 5 or 6 people, and they're not even making the effort to have a coffee date, right? So once you're in the group, then we will start first with online meetings, different areas, just to get people to introduce themselves and just see who's in the group, and then you can set up your coffee dates from there, right? And as the group grows, then we will have in-person meetings as well, but we'll discuss that later. So the steps are this. Number 1, if you are okay with the process that I've given you, you're going to contact me, either DM on Facebook, or you can send me an email at info@nextlevelup.co.za. I'll put it in the show notes as well. So you can send me an email or you can DM me on Facebook, and you say to me, I would like to have a meeting with you. So I'm going to have face-to-face meetings with every single person that comes in. So I hope that gives you slight, it like puts your heart at ease a little bit. And I'm going to say this to you, right? You cannot ever guarantee a human being, and I'm not doing that. This is not a matchmaking service. When I meet with people and have a chat, I'm seeing if this program is for you, if you are really sincere about finding that committed relationship, if you're prepared to put in the time and the energy to do the work to get there, right? Then I know you're serious. So you'll meet with me. We'll have that Zoom meeting. Step 2 is you will do the Radical Self-Love program. That's a 4-week program. It's going to be inside a private Facebook group. So you'll have the 4 modules there, and I'll throw in a whole lot of videos that's going to give you dating tips, that's going to, help you to like release the past. I'm going to put a whole lot of extra videos in there for you. And then also what I'm going to do is once a week, I'm going to jump in there live. So if anybody has any questions, you can say, okay, I'm on module 1, these are my questions. I'm on module 2, these are my questions. And I'll take those questions, and once a week, I'll come into the group, do a live, and I will answer all your questions in there. Also, you will have accountability buddies within the group. So when I add you to the group, I'll assign an accountability buddy to you. So somebody within the group, which means you're going to check in with each other and see how you're doing on the program. Hey, have you completed your module? How did you find the exercise? And so you're supporting each other. So it's a real transformational experience, and not just, I'm just listening to something, but I'm not doing anything. After you've completed the program, I'm going to have a second Zoom meeting with you, all right? Because I want to ensure that you actually did the program. And I'm going to just ask you 1 or 2 questions to say, hey, how did you find it? What did you learn from it? And then I'm going to add you to the group. So the 2 Zoom meetings are just to ensure you are serious, you've done the work, and you are ready to meet somebody now, right? So the cost of the program is 2,900 Rand per person, or if you have a friend that you can bring along with you to do the program, it's 3,900 for 2 people. All right. So there's the cost of the program. The group that I will add you to is completely free. There is no charge for the group, right? If we're having an online meeting, there's no charge for that at all. However, if we're having in-person meetings, then you'll have to pay for coffee or lunch or whatever it is that's being organized on that day. All right, so there's my process. If you like what you've heard and you feel, all that I've done hasn't been working for me. So maybe I need to do something different. Maybe I need to get serious about finding that partner and take the next 30 days and put my life on project status, put my love life on project status, right? So that means for the next, it's going to be over 21 days, right? We're going to go for 28 days in the program. So if you're focusing on love, self-love, what you want in a partner, what you have to offer, what kind of relationship you want, you're aligning your energy. Imagine if you're doing that now for the next 30 days, right? Now you're creating a new way of being, a new way of connecting with people. You're opening your heart, you're opening your mind, you're being very intentional about meeting a partner. The partner that you choose, this is one of the most important decisions we make in our lives. Really, it is. So why do we want to just leave that to chance? Hopefully you'll just bump into somebody, or hopefully somebody will, contact you on social media, or hopefully you'll meet somebody on Tinder. You have to take some kind of action because it's your life. It's your happiness. All of that is at stake here. So I'm going to invite you, if you have listened to this up to this point and you think you want to take the next step, then contact me and I'll set up the Zoom meeting with you. Take care.